Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got chemtrailers up painting squares in the sky up there. And this one goes all the way over there, and you got another one up there. It looks like regular clouds out here, but they're trying to put chemtrails and add them to them. I guess they found the moisture because you got regular clouds out here. So they're spraying this around, making square clouds in the sky, y'all. Alright, thank you. We got a box in the sky over here, and we got a box in the sky right here. There's two boxes in the sky, actually 3 or 4. Okay, you got one there, one up there, and one, hold on, my finger's not on it. One down there, one up there, and one over here, and then you got this one up here. There's 4 boxes in the sky. You got a regular cloud up there. No, it's got a chemtrail going through it, but it looks like a regular cloud. It doesn't look like dust like the rest of them do. So it was a cloudy sky this morning while I woke up, and now this stuff's blowing in out of Georgia and out of Alabama, that direction. Alright, thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got clouds all through the sky, but we got chemtrailers up there. You got X mark up here for no one, you got X mark over there, and you got some more in the background. They'll get this whole sky covered in clouds, and they'll quit chemtrailing it, and it'll blow up through North Carolina and Virginia, and Washington, D.C., and Maryland and all that. It'll start raining on y'all. And it shouldn't be good rain because it got radioactive barium, radioactive strontium, aluminum oxide, and arsenic, and somebody's telling me that they're finding biological agents in there too. You know, different diseases and stuff that they're trying to spread around the world. Alright, well, I say spread around the world. Mexico doesn't do this. It's over the United States, it's over Britain, some parts of Europe, and over Scotland and stuff. But in some parts of the world don't do this. And what they're doing is they're trying to dry the air out so when it blows over Russia, it doesn't ice up their seaports so they can fight World War III in the middle of the winter time all year round. So they're getting, our government's getting Russia fixed up for World War III, which is coming, y'all. Keep your eye out. Store up food, get ready. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. These are not rain clouds like you see that God makes. These are chemtrail clouds. If you look out, they're real thin and they're hazy. I mean, the whole sky is full of this stuff. And you still see where the chemtrailer went across earlier. And you got even the early one up there. I didn't catch them. I just walked down there and started filming. But this will get the whole sky overcast gray, and it will rain. But it's not ready to rain right now. Probably tomorrow or something we'll get rain. Usually 3 days of chemtrailing and then we get rain. But that could change in other parts of the country. I don't know. That just happens to be the way the local weather is. Alright, thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got one flying over. He's not leaving too much of a chemtrail behind him. It seems to disappear, so he's down below that cloud, so he's not getting much moisture in that. They might leave a little bit down there if it picks up moisture. Otherwise, it seems to be disappearing behind him. Alright, sorry, I took my eye off the lens. I wasn't watching. Alright, thank you. Alright, it just quit raining. The skies are clearing up. Look how thin those clouds are. Those are chemtrail clouds. Our airplane sprayed them out. See, they're all streaks in the sky. But we had a pretty heavy rain. I mean, it was pretty heavy. All right, thank y'all. Look at those clouds blowing north. And this is every day. These clouds, they blow in from the west and they get over here and they're being blown north. And weather usually moves around, so it wouldn't be happening every day. That just says to me that they got an antenna over there in Georgia that they're using to push this with. I hear that they can use weather radar antennas now to do like they do with harp and the Russian woodpecker to move weather storms around and stuff. All right. Every day it always blows in from the west over here, and right there, if I look on that side, it's blowing north. So I'm looking out front, they're coming out of the west going east. And then all of a sudden they get over here and they catch that stream blowing north there. Alright, thank y'all. Figure that one out. That's a little turkey, y'all. Supposed to be cupcake and a candy turkey. Alright. Friend of mine's daughter made this today and handed them out to everybody. Alright, happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to Abbeville. Look at the chemtrails up there. They're trying to chemtrail us again. They're getting the moisture out of the air. Alright, U.S. Air Force does that. Thank you. If you look out on the horizon out there, you see some clouds. But they're all flat type clouds. I can't see them in detail. They could be normal clouds. But those two airplanes, they done disappeared down behind the trees and stuff. They sprayed the sky, but they didn't leave nothing. I showed an airplane earlier where it's going over, but it's not leaving anything in the sky. It's not spraying. All right, ladies and gentlemen, all you see is just a silver dot up in the sky. That's a jet airplane going across. He's not chemtrailing. And I just seen two chemtrailers over here. You got one over there just above the trees straight out in front. And he's chemtrailing. But it's not taking because there's no moisture in the air. The air's pretty dry. When it gets moisture, then it starts building like the clouds and stuff. Over there on the horizon, there's obviously moisture over there. All right, thank you. I got two jets going across over there. One's down in the trees now. Sorry, I had a hard time setting it up and filming it. Anyway, they're spraying, they're putting the chemicals out. There's just no moisture in the air for it to turn into those clouds. So they're going through perfectly dry air here. Alright, but we do have it on the horizon over there, and it does look like it's coming this way. And that's always interesting too. Oh, let me zoom this out for y'all. Sorry, wrong way. Got plenty of birds out here. Alright, so anyway, we're always having the wind, clouds blowing in from the west over here, going this way. And over here, they're always coming out of the south, going this way. And I have seen it blow out of the west coming over here and going that way. So I'm assuming that right up in here, they're running a radar antenna, causing the weather to move around. They got the same technology in the weather radar transmitters and antennas that they have in HARP in Alaska. So these guys can do some crazy things. They can cause earthquakes. They can trigger volcanoes, and they can modify the weather. They can move what cold air around. They can move hot air around. They put standing waves out there. They've been trying to modify the weather over us to dry out and warm up the air. So when it goes up over Russia, they don't get as much snow as they used to. And we did thaw out a seaport 3 years ago, so we are starting to get them thawed out. I assume it's to get them ready for World War III. Now, why would we be helping out our potential enemy, you know? They got an antenna, too, that they've been aiming at us to modify our weather. And when they turned it on in '73, that's when we had that big tornado come through Abbeville. Killed 7 people. Then after that, they got figured out how they want to set it up, and we always stayed in a drought. So they had 11-year drought in South Carolina, and I was in Florida for 9 years, so I didn't pay attention to it because we'd have rain and stuff down there, but you know, every day it would rain in Florida. All right, so I moved back to South Carolina, and all of a sudden we had snow, and then we had rain and stuff like that, and they said I had the best garden. These old timers said the best ones they've ever seen in their whole life was the garden I grew. My okra was 16 foot tall. And I had big old, corn was 7, 8 foot tall. Still only got 2 corn cobs for it, but it was all good. And but anyway, carry on the story. I later found out that when they had the Chernobyl disaster where that nuclear power plant melted and fell apart over that polluted area, they had to shut down that antenna over there, which was the HARP antenna. And HARP, not a HARP antenna, excuse me, is what we call the Russian woodpecker antennas, or our people on the ham radio that had access to all the frequencies. They would tune into that frequency to do their transmit, and they couldn't do it because it was this continual knocking sound. And what that was doing was creating a standing wave over the United States, and it pushed and concentrated all the weather, and that's why we had the big tornado. But since then, they blocked all the weather at all, and we never got a rain for 11 years in South Carolina, in Abbeville anyway. So now, we're helping Russia thaw their seaport out. That's what it's all about, getting them ready for World War III. That's why we are spending the money and putting the chemicals in the air to modify our weather so that it dries and warms the air up that goes over Russia. And they still push it around. Russia still has 1 woodpecker antenna, and I don't know where it's aimed at right now. Is that the one that hangs out over the Pacific up near Washington and Oregon and stuff? That stays there all summer long to make it dry on the land? Or is it the high pressure one that always sits to the east of Oregon and Washington and stuff over Idaho and those states? Give them 3 months of dryness so their crops don't grow. All right. I hope y'all wake up and do your research and stand with God and do what God says to do and be right and be good. Seek the truth. Thank you. God bless you.